But it is important to kind of point out that is a 3-week break that actually does come at a pretty damn good time, very close to, it kind of gives you the ability that if you have your top end players that are going to represent their countries in the Olympics, great, they get to go represent their countries. But if you have a bunch of guys who aren't going to be Olympic caliber players, and the Flyers will have plenty of them, those guys get to go home and rest the bodies for 3 weeks. Those guys get to get ready for that push, that final 3-game stretch in February, that tough month of March, that month of April. And again, I still think they're going to be in the race for a playoff spot late in the season. So if nothing else, you're going to be able to get a lot of your younger guys healthy. You're going to be able to get some of your vets some much needed time away for a few weeks in February, and maybe go into a stretch run where that disparity between the top teams and that middle of the table kind of team, those top 3, top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference, and then let's say the next 5 or 6 teams, that disparity might actually get narrowed a bit, because you would think that a lot of those top end teams are going to have a lot of guys playing in the Olympics, whereas those teams that are battling for a wild card spot, or maybe are 7th or whatever in the conference, might not have quite as many Olympic players. They can get healthy. It could actually lead to a really interesting scenario in the playoffs. Again, this all comes down to injuries. It all comes down to overall health of your team. But I like the chaos that the Olympic break might end up causing, and the fact that you could end up seeing a higher likelihood that a healthier team gets into the playoffs as a slightly lower seed and maybe pulls off an upset because of it.